Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. In our last video, we dove deep into the DNS. So we have checked the DNS, what is this private DNS, and all those things we have checked it. And today we are tackling about the another key networking concept that is nothing but IPv6 and IPv6 address. So what is this IPv6? So last we are learning when we are trying to learn about the videos and all those things, we have seen about this IPv6 concept. So what is this IPv6 and IPv4 you are also able to know. So let's try to understand about this IPv6 concept. If you are curious about how the internet keeps up with billions of devices, stick around because this is going to be super informative. Let's jump in. Before that, don't forget to like, subscribe and hit that notification bell so that you don't miss any of these Node.js series. So now, what is this about? Why IPv6? So you know about the IP address. So why we need to use an IP address? So in order to have a unique identification to the device in the network in the internet, so we will be using this IP address. So we are having two types of IP address. One is IPv4 and also the IPv6. So why we need to use the IPv6? So let's try to see. So what is the deal with using IPv6? Well, it is the successor to the IPv4, the protocol that has been powering the internet for decades. IPv4 is still widely used, but here is the problem. So we are running out of these IPv4 addresses. So that is the main thing. So what is the main thing why we have switched on to the IPv6? So let's try to see about this one. IPv4 supports about 4.3 billion unique addresses. At the time of developing this IPv4 address, so 4.3 billion unique devices connecting to the internet. So it is a huge number the networking people has thought. But now it has become very less. Why? Because each and every device, not only not only the system, the computer which you are trying to use it, the refrigerators or the AOT devices, IoT devices which are using, everything is using is connected to the internet, which sounds like a lot, but with every phone, laptop, smart fridge, and IoT device needing an address, we hit that limit. Many companies have exhausted their IPv4 allocations, and we need a solution to keep connecting more devices to the internet. That is where the IPv6 comes in. So, that is the thing where the IPv6 comes in. So, this is all about the brief introduction of this IPv6. Okay, so now IPv6 in the networking layer. So where it will come in the networking layer? We know about the networking layer, right? First one is the physical layer, next one is the data link layer, the third one is the network layer, and the fourth one is the TCP layer, last one is the application layer. So if you remember carefully, I have explained you about the networking layers. So where this IPv6 comes under this networking layer. Before we dive into the IPv6 address, let's place it in the networking world. Remember the networking layers? We got the physical layer, data link layer, network layer, transport layer, and also last one is the application layer. IPv6 affects only the network layer. Okay, so the network layer is the place where the IP address has been will be allocated. So here is the place where IPv4 or IPv6 address will be affected. Remaining all is one and the same only. So there is nothing but the network layer or the internet protocol layer. So whether you are using the IPv4 or IPv6 doesn't care about thing about your coding and all those things. So whether you are using IPv4 or IPv6, the other layers like TCP on your application code don't change. If you are a developer working on the apps, you don't need to worry about the nitty-gritty of the IPv6. All you need to know is how to use an IPv6 address instead of an IPv4 one. Network engineers building TCP IP from scratch, they will handle the heavy lifting, but for most of us, it is just the address only. So for the developers, it will be the address only. For the networking engineers and all those things, they will be they will be bothering about this one. So for us, there is no need to worry. So just it's a number change only, IPv4 or IPv6. So now IPv4 versus IPv6. So just try to understand the basics. Okay, so what is the difference we need to understand? So what is the difference? IPv4 address are 32 bits long. So you know about this one, giving us those 4.3 billion possible addresses. What about the IPv6? It is 128 bits long, which means it can support a mind-blogging number of devices, way more than we will never ever need. So that means it is around 128 bits it is supported. So that means I will try to show you how many it will be. is a very huge number it will be. So IPv4 is 32 bits, means 4.3 billion addresses, whereas IPv6 means 128 bits, 2 to the power 128 or something like that. It will be 340 undecillion addresses. IPv6 isn't just about more addresses, it is also a bit faster and more reliable in some cases when compared to the IPv4. So whatever the problems or anything is there in the IPv4 has been addressed in this one with improvements over IPv4. But honestly, the main thing you need to focus on is this other in the IPv6 is only the address format. So how the address format will be there? Let's break that down a little bit. You need to understand IPv4 is something like a decimal notation. It will be having it, right? 110.0.1.2 or 120 dot, like that you'll be having. Whereas IPv6 is a little bit different. Why? Because it is a 128 bits long. So how the IP address will look like and all those things, let's try to understand, and let's try to understand the basics about this one. So first of all, understanding the what I mean to say is IPv6 address. So now let's try to say that how the IPv6 address will be written. So here, what is an IP address looks like? Actually, it is written in hexadecimal format and it is 128 bits long, divided into 8 16-bit portions, separated by colons. Each portion, okay, is 4 hexadecimal characters. So that means the IP address will look like in the screen or something, like if you try to check it anything IPv6 address, it will look like this. So here each one represents the 4 bits. That is the what they are trying to say. Each one represents the 4 bits and each section will have 16 bits. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 16 8 0. So that means 128. Okay. That is how you will be having. And each bit here, this is an hexadecimal notation and this one is an hexadecimal notation. And now that means here how you will be having 2001 means 0 0 0, sorry, 1 0 and 0 0 0 0 and 0 0 0 0 and 0 0 0 1. That is the notation for the 2000.
I'm not quite sure how to help you with that.
So that is the thing. Now you have a basic understanding about this one. So like this 2001 means 0 0 1 0 4 zeros 4 zeros and 0 0 0 1. So 2001. So this is the implementation of this one. So now you have a basic understanding of this one, right? So now if you count the here, if you count the bits in this one, if you count the bits, 8 portion times 16 bits equal to 128 bits. 8 portions times 16 bits equal to 128 bits. So that means in hexadecimal, each character represents the 4 bits. So 128 bits divided by 4 gives us 32 hexadecimal characters. Okay. So now the binary version of this address is super long and messy, 128 ones and zeros. So that's why we use hexadecimal. It is shorter and easier for humans to read. Still it is looking somewhat little bit messy, but hexadecimal is somewhat is okay. So here only 2001 representation only like this it is having. So here if you want to implement this one means, so like this you will be having 16 digits of huge 128 bits we will be having it. So this is what the basic understanding of this IPv6. Okay, so that is the basic thing which I want to tell you. I will try to explain you some more details about this one. So in the next video we will try to understand about this. So hope you understood about this basic introduction of this IPv6 address. If you have any doubts or any suggestions, please post the comments below to this video. And if you like this video, please do support me by subscribing to my channel. Thank you.